What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a breakdown of the Monster Hunter digital event. This digital presentation was hosted on the 8th of March 2021 and gave us insight into the upcoming titles of Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. And in this bite-sized video, I'll break down what was covered in case you missed out. So first of all, the presentation was introduced by Ryozo Tsutomoto as always. He started off the show by talking about Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. They gave us a new story trailer that revealed various monsters, including Nergigante, a cute Kuliyaku, Puke Puke, Mutsune, and more. It was actually quite good to see a lot of Monster Hunter World monsters making its way to Monster Hunter Stories 2. Like I said though, this was a story-heavy trailer, so there was a lot of teasers in regards to what was going on with the story, as well as glimpses of all the major players and characters we can experience. Unfortunately, there wasn't much in the way of gameplay. They did show off co-op mode, which could be interesting, but from the looks of it, this is more of a story-focused game, and the gameplay will be similar to what we experienced with the original Monster Hunter Stories. But the big news regarding Monster Hunter Stories 2 was that it's getting a worldwide release date of July 9th, 2021, so it's not that far away. On top of that, there's a ton of pre-order options as well as different editions that you can get, so shop around if you're looking to pick it up. But then Capcom went on to talk about Monster Hunter Rise, which is just on the horizon. They kicked off with a new trailer that featured Nargacuga and Zenoga, as well as pretty much showing off all aspects of the game we've learned so far. It was pretty much a launch trailer, to be fair. There was also a glimpse of a new monster at the end of it, at least I thought it was a new monster, I could be mistaken, I didn't think it was a returning monster, but it's going to be interesting to find out about it. Capcom then went on to almost recap certain mechanics with Monster Hunter Rise. They talked more about the wire bug, how it can be used in combat or to traverse the environment. They also talked about how certain wirebug attacks can be swapped in and out, so not everyone will have the same playstyle with each of the various weapons. This is going to lead to a lot of variety. They also went on to talk more about wyvern riding as well as palicos and palamutes. They then went on to talk about the 5 locales we'll be experiencing with Monster Hunter Rise. There's the Shrine Ruins, which is like your ancient forest, your basic jungle area. There's the Flooded Forest, which is a little bit deceiving. It's more of a swampy area than an actual forest. There's the Frost Islands, which is your frozen tundra or ice world. There's the Sandy Plains, which is your desert, and then there's the Lava Caverns, which of course is your lava zone. I hope that we get to experience multiple monsters in multiple zones and they're not only restricted to one zone, but we'll have to wait and see. They then went on to talk about endemic life a little bit more. Now it's going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to be able to capture endemic life in this Monster Hunter, but it looks like we'll get to use the endemic life a little bit more for combat purposes. We can use them for buffs, debuffs, so on and so forth. Capcom then went on to talk about the monsters, namely they listed off all the new monsters that were coming with Monster Hunter Rise, at least the ones that have been revealed so far. There could be a few other ones behind the scene like that said monster at the end of the trailer, but I'm sure they want to keep some surprises. They also touched on some of the returning monsters to Monster Hunter Rise. Some of the fan favourites are back, like what was shown in the trailer with Nargacuga and Zenoga. The next topic was talking about the Rampage again. This mode where you keep Komura Village safe was talked about in a little bit more detail, how players will have a preparation time to set up their various heavy artillery traps and more, and how you'll have to deal with major threat monsters or apex monsters as you fight off wave after wave of the various wyverns in the game. It's going to be interesting though to see if Elder Dragons turn up in the Rampage. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, they then went on to talk about more features including village quests and hub quests. These are 2 different quest types. Village quests are basically your single player quests, whilst your hub quests are quests that can be taken on with multiple hunters, so your multiplayer quests. They also talked about difficulty scaling as well slightly. There is a 1-player difficulty, 2-player difficulty, 3-player difficulty, and a 4-player difficulty. And much like with Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter World Iceborne, the difficulty can change if someone joins mid-hunt. Following this, they talked a little bit about how the multiplayer will work, how different lobbies will work, and so on. And then they finally ended the feature section by talking about the cameras we get to use. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of collectathon using the cameras to take pictures of the endemic life or monsters in the world. We'll have to wait and see. But they then went on to end the show by saying that the demo is going to be back. They are giving us a new version of the demo that features a new quest that features Magna Malo. This demo will be available from the 11th of March. And then finally they gave us a tease at the first free title update. Much like with Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, they're going to be bringing us free title updates, that give us new monsters, features and more. This first free title update will feature Chameleos, the returning elder dragon that can go invisible basically. Basically imagine a chameleon merged with a dragon. This title update should be arriving late April, and they have more planned in the works. So there we have it, that was what was revealed during this Monster Hunter digital event. Obviously there was a lot of information. Okay, there was more information about Monster Hunter Rise, but that game is releasing in a couple of weeks time. Overall I am excited about it. I'm still not excited about the prospect of getting a Switch if I'm honest. Like I said, don't own a Switch, so it's going to be a little bit of a dent in the wallet to try to get one, especially this close to the release of Monster Hunter Rise. But what are your thoughts? Are you excited for Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2? Leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you a breakdown of the Monster Hunter digital event. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.